What up, Joe? This is your boy Bennett, and I'm here with a special episode of the Central Crown. And I'm gonna introduce my panel to you right here today, starting with my man Chris.
Hey, what up? What up? What up? Go Tigers! Hey, you can find me on X at Crazy Hockey Fan.
Rich.
Is that the W? Is that the W or something?
Yes, sir.
What up, Joe? You can catch me on X at Riggs928.
Mike.
What up, y'all? You can catch me on X at OnePride_JR.
New Breed 313 Sports, all platforms.
And with the G hat for G Unit, right? No.
Yes, sir. G Unit.
All right, let's get a topic with some of the topics that's going on with this offseason. It's our offseason special. Starting with Terrence Fullock, man. He won his arbitration deal, man. Chris, I'm gonna let you start off first.
Well, I mean, and this is the one thing, and me and Riggs. I don't know why lately I've been calling you by Riggs for some damn reason.
Hey, I'm cool with that, man. I'm cool with that. I actually like that better than Rich. I'm cool with it.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, we talked about this. We weren't 100% sure on whether like the 19 between the 19 and 32 million was like a barometer, but it's not. It's just one or the other. There, you don't get an in between or anything. So it was either the Tigers win at 19 or Scooble wins at 32. And I mean, I'm sure all of us can agree. Like all he had to do is bring his 2 freaking Cy Young awards to the arbitration meeting, and that pretty much that was the end of the story, you know.
Rich, how you feel about the deal?
I mean, I'm happy for him. He deserved it. Like, I mean, 2 Cy Youngs. And, you know, I've been watching. You know, we all have watched the last 2 years. And, he's dominated. You know, the eye test tells everything. But, man, when I seen his stats from the last 2 years, like almost 500 strikeouts, 68 walks, that's crazy. Like, there's a lot of these pitchers have 68 walks in a year. And power pitchers is what he's considered. They usually have a lot of walks, you know. It's kind of like a power hitter or a gunslinger in football. You know, you're going to get a lot of touchdowns. You're going to get a lot of interceptions. You're going to get a lot of home runs. You're going to get a lot of strikeouts. Riley Green. But but, you know.
He choking on those low and aways or low and inside pitches.
It is what it is, Chris.
It is what it is. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm happy for him, man. He deserved it.
Neil done ran away.
Mike, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
I agree with what y'all said, man. He deserved it. He got what he earned. I thought the Tigers were being fairly cheap doing that. I'm glad he got everything he earned. He earned those off back-to-back Cy Young. So Tigers should just did it from the jump, man. It sucks that you got to go to arbitration for something that stupid. I get going to arbitration for certain players, but that should have been one of them, in my opinion.
Yeah, that should have been just hand me the check over and sign away.
Yeah, I agree. It's he should have got his money from the get-go anyway. I mean, just cuz. And the guy's been pitching his butt off since he got here. I mean, people don't understand. Like, he was actually – people weren't even expecting him to be this type of pitcher. we was all keyed up on Casey Mize. So to have somebody like this guy and what he's done out of nowhere is incredible. And he deserves every bit of money he gets with everything that he does, the stuff he does for fans and everything too. It's just great to see it. We have a number one pitcher. And you see, we seem to always run our number ones, number two pitchers away. We don't want the same thing that happened just like we did with Verlander and Scherzer and stuff like that. So we had to do that. So I'm happy for him. He deserves the money, and just don't go crazy with the money. That's all I'm at. Just don't go crazy. But yeah, I'm happy for Tree Scooble. He deserves it, and it just gets more people to come to these games. So even though the price is gonna go up, but it still get people to come to games. So
that's a good thing. That's a good thing about baseball games, though. They're not like Lions games where you can get a decent seat for $100. Your seat's not going to be. You can be up in the front row or close to the front row for $100, depending on where you want to be. So it's not that bad,
Or you could be like certain people and just buy a cheap seat and then just run your way all the way at the bottom the longer they don't see you.
I have to be a law-abiding citizen for at least let's see, at least 5 more months before I get out of the military. So I gotta be at least a law-abiding citizen for that time.
I got you.
You gotta live a little, Chris. You gotta live a little.
Hey, don't let him fool you, because getting his race car and see how much of a law-abiding citizen he is.
Hey, man, Chris,
I don't know what you're talking about.
That motherfucker thinking an F1 driver. Hey, I'm trying to take a nap. Bouncing all over.
Mike, don't you say a word, Mike. Don't you say a word.
Hey, I do got a word. That's on Rich, man. You shouldn't be trying to take no nap, man. What you taking a nap?
Right.
All
right, let's get to the next topic. My bad. I got doing daddy duties real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Next topic, let's talk about Perez gets signed a $38 million deal. Chris, go first.
Again? Okay. Yeah, I mean, this come the day before the arbitration hearing, which is very interesting. At the end of the day, I mean, this is a good signing, good 1-2 punch for the Tigers. As long as we keep School throughout the season. Good pitcher. I mean, some people think that $38 million per year is a little high for him, but I mean, we need another good pitcher. I like it. And if Scooble goes, we need somebody that's going to be here for a little bit of time. I like the signing. I thought they would push the money or something like that, but I think it's a straight AAV the whole way, all 3 years. I think he's got to opt out next year.
He had a $20 million signing bonus.
Oh, did he? Okay. Yeah. All right. I thought he had an opt out though. Doesn't he have an? Isn't there an opt out?
After year two.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like the deal. I like the signing. It solidifies our bullpen and thank God, because Reese Olson injured again. So will he make it to even into the season? Who knows?
Hey, Reese Olson is the Tigers' version of Davenport.
Oh, I know. But the only good thing about Reese Olson is he's young. That's the only thing. That's a guy that, man, I don't know. Like you have to cut ties with him by the end of the year.
Rich, your thoughts on the signing?
I mean, yeah, I was shocked. Especially it was actually the day of the hearing, the day before we found out the results of it. Hey, Nat.
Yo, what's up?
It was shocking, but the 38 million.
Word life.
Like I read, he only got 38 million because there was other teams willing to pay that much. that's how we got it. So it's not like the offers were 15 million and hey, we're just gonna double everything. Obviously, someone else was offered. His market was starting to get hot. The only concern I have, and I actually shared the video on our X chat,
I see that.
he can be a little hothead at times. He hit his damn catcher because he got mad at the catcher. He crossed him up on purpose, blasted him with a 94-mile-an-hour fastball to the chest. But I do think, Hinch had him when he was younger. So I don't think Hinch would have said yes if he didn't think he could handle him. So I think it'll be all right. But, that's a 1-2 punch. 2 left-handers, man, that's a – and it, like Chris said, even better now that darn because, Job will be out most of the year, if not all. Olsen.
And we're going to have at least 1 or 2 pitchers get injured. They do every year, so.
Right.
Yeah, I almost jumped in there on Rich because we did get that pitcher $15 million last year. They ain't throw one pitch. I don't think nobody was giving him money. He said he was on his couch retiring. We gave him $15 million, but that's another story for another day. I think this is a good signing. It caught me off guard. I was not expecting this at all, but I'm glad it happened, man. This is what we need. Gives us the best, arguably the best 1-2 punch in baseball. Not even just being particular to the AL Central. So excited for it. We'll get to the hitting later, but as far as the pitching rotation, I love it.
Break.
Yeah, I think it was a good sign. I was surprised, just like everybody else, that he signed with the Tigers. You would have thought he would have signed with with the bigger name teams, but glad he signed. With the pitching woes that happened last year, the injuries, we need a pitcher, and this helps. Is he gonna stay healthy the rest of the year? We're gonna see. But it's just good to have another pitcher, have it like Mike said, like another 1-2 punch, and you don't find too many 1-2 punches that's left-handed. So that's rare. That's very rare. But it's good. It's good to see. It's good to see that, and happy he signed here, and I'm ready for the season to start. So let's get it. Go Tigers.
You know what else too is like how much better can. Because we have one of the best pitching coaches in baseball. How much better could they make him?
Well, you can always get better. You can always get better. So I see that, but you can always get better. You can always learn new pitches, long as they don't injure you and you get a rotator cuff. But you could always learn something new.
They might be able to work on that sinker a little bit because sometimes he gets hurt. He leaves that damn thing up.
What was the pitcher we got last year that they worked on? He changed he switched his pitching, like his pitch rotation in terms of the types of pitches he threw.
Finnegan.
Yeah, that was it. So he could do that because the Tigers have usually a way, like, don't they? They stay with a specific type of pitching rotation, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, what it was they went in Washington. He was throwing more splits than fastballs, and Fetter said, "No, we want you to throw more fastballs to make set that split finger up." So and that's a small little change, though, right? Like that's not like something huge. That is just like, hey, we're going to move this pitch up to 1A, and we're going to move this one down to 2 or whatever, And that's small, right? That's not huge. That's not messing with mechanics. That's just a difference of we're going to bump this usage up for this pitch, and we're going to lower the usage of that one. And that was like a difference of 1 ERA basically. I think like it was a pretty, just a small little team. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. I also think with the side of this, it doesn't force them to put Jack Flaherty into that number 2 spot as well.
Yep.
You can have him as a 3 or a 4. So we kind of forced them to be in that 2, even though they didn't want them to, but they had no choice.
Yeah.
Now with Valdez, you got to secure number 2.
Yeah.
So this is a good move at itself because of that reason.
All right. Well,
Okay.
with him being signing, how do y'all think that comes with Screwball's future, man? I mean, it's very unclear right now. We don't know if we're gonna trade him. If we're just gonna pay out the season. Like, see, let me talk to you, man. What you think we're gonna do with Screwball, man?
The way baseball is nowadays, you don't know what's gonna happen. You just gotta just keep him as much as you can. We don't know how long he's gonna be, but that's just how baseball is. We can have somebody for 1 or 2 years and then they gone. So we just gotta just enjoy him as much as we can. I want him to stay being here and be here for the next 10 years, but we don't know how these things work out because the Illiges, man, they kind of stingy with the money at times, so you just don't know. But I hope he stays though. But you just never know when it comes to baseball and just sports in general because you don't know how long you're gonna be with the team. So, how I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Chris.
Yeah, it's up in the air. I mean, I don't think we're keeping him. I don't think we're gonna re-sign him. Let's put it that way. Whether or not we trade him between now and the start of the season, or in the middle of the season, or we just let him walk at the end of the year, we're just not going to sign. He's just what he's. I think the big deal is that he's asking. It's the years on the contract that I think is going to keep us from signing him. The years on the contract.
Rich.
I mean, I'm gonna be blunt. I'm just tired of talking about it. I really am. Because no matter what we think, what we do, none of us got the money to put into a GoFundMe account to keep them. So, I mean, I honestly, as shocked as I was about them signing Valdez, I'll be more shocked if they sign him. I don't see it. And for about the last year, I've been in the boat of trade him and get something for him. So, I mean, that's where I'm at. Do I want them to? No, but it don't matter what the hell I want. I mean, I want $1 million and my bank account's still bouncing checks. So, I mean, hell, I don't know. I'm just tired of talking about it.
Mike.
That's crazy.
We ain't got nothing to do with bounce check. We don't know nothing about that.
I hope certain people aren't watching
We
this
don't
show,
support
man.
crimes here. No.
Well, like Chris said, he said we all law-abiding citizens, so we're gonna try to be that. But I will
It's a
say,
figure of speech, y'all.
I get it, Rich.
But
I
you
will
know
say,
how online is. They sensitive about stuff like that, Rich.
Hey, if
agree with
my
Rich.
PO asks, I hang drywall, y'all.
No, you don't. No, you don't. But
You hang something, that's for sure.
I almost had another
Watch
one for that, Chris, but we're gonna try to keep it PG. We're gonna try to keep it PG.
I wasn't talking
Rich,
about that. Whatever.
Rich, I agree with what you were saying. I'm tired of this topic too because we don't have an answer. Like we all on this panel, we all absolutely want to re-sign him, but it's gonna remain unclear until we either re-sign him or he's traded. Like it's either gonna be one of those two options. So until we get to that point, it's gonna remain unclear. Everybody wants to bring him back. I'm sure everybody on the team wants him to come back, but like you said, it's gonna take a lot of money. His agent is Scott Boras. They always go to free agency anyway, so I don't know how this is gonna play out. We've all had our theories over the last 1 to 2 years, even now going into this season. But as long as they got him and Valdez on the team, and I think they're going to go for it for this season, and then we're going to see how the season shakes out, which we could have more of a further outlook on it, but we're just not going to have that.
If he does not get, go ahead, Breed.
I was going to say another thing I'm worried about with Scooble is he being overpitched. We don't want him to be overpitched. That he does hurt something. That was some of the problem with last year.
Mm-hmm.
He was overpitched. Now there was not it's times in the playoffs where I thought, they shouldn't have let him out. We would have beat Seattle, I think, if they would have let him stay. I'm just saying. But we gotta just be careful of overworking him. Because if he gets hurt, then we done. We done.
See, two things on that. One, I personally don't think he's overworked. I think AJ Hinch just lets him go with what he wants, like that Seattle game. And we had this conversation on this. When everyone, you should have brought him out. You should have brought. Dude gave it one last inning. He threw it. His last pitch was 101. Like he emptied that's Scooble. When he knows that's his last inning, he's gonna give you absolutely every drop that's left in that tank. And he always finishes up with 100, especially if it's a big game, right, or something like that. He's gonna pour it all, leave it out on the field. Not everybody's Yamamoto. And as far as I'm concerned, Yamamoto is 101. We just don't see that shit nowadays. That's something back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, what he was doing.
That's that Aronis Chapman type of stuff.
Yeah, like it just don't happen, man. So that's not even comparable. There's no other one in baseball that's doing what the hell he did in the playoffs last year. Me and Chris just went over his stats the other night talking, and it was remarkable. That is historic run that he had. 2 years past, I would think that Breed. But with Valdez, it gives you a little cushion. You know what I'm saying? And then also, you got Job coming back at the end of the year, so you can't really depend on him. But I'm just saying, you also got Melton, right? Everyone forgets about Melton. Now he's going to be on the outside looking in because, you got Scooble, Valdez, Jack, would be Olsen, but he injured Mize.
Yep.
So now you slide Melton up in there. And hell, and that one dude that they signed from Japan.
He in the Olympics, yep.
So we got depth. And there was more minor league signings this year by the Tigers than there was major league signings. Yeah.
So we got pitchers. We got pitchers coming out of our ears. We got so many pitchers.
Yes, we do.
Too bad they can't hit.
No kidding.
It's funny you brought up hitting. Let's talk about the hitting, man. You and the Tigers have enough hitting, man, to make it to the World Series this year. I'm going to start with you, Mike.
No. I still think the answer is no, man. We all wanted at least one hitter, man. Last year we wanted like at least 2 to 3 hitters, but they're going with a different model. They're continuing to go with the model they want to go with. So it's like the last topic, man. I'm kind of getting tired of talking about the hitting. Unless I think our best case scenario will be the young guys like stepping up another level, maybe everybody being more consistent. But I think on top of that, the best thing will be us being at the top during the trade deadline, and then I guess we'll see. Maybe we might make a move for a hitter there. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It's tough with this regime.
Chris.
Yeah, it's like this is the one area I've been seeing a lot on X about and I'll get to my point here in a second about the salary cap and stuff like that, or our payroll. Now that it's like supposedly like top 10, top 11, people are like, well, now we don't have like an excuse. There's no excuse now. He's in the top 10 of spending. I go, yeah, well, I looked at the Tigers. Like 6 of those guys make up like 80% of that payroll. Like, so have we really spent a lot of money, or is it just because we're so top heavy? But I digress. This is the problem that I have, is we're not spending enough money on hitting. Like nothing. We're nickeling and diming to get whatever we can for hitting. And like Mike said, we're just praying. He's hoping that one of these young guys takes off, and then they don't have to pay him for a couple of years. So, no, we don't have enough hitting. We've been talking about this for 3 years. Still don't have enough hitting.
Steve.
I agree. I don't think we have enough hitting, and I believe. And another thing too, we need a leadoff hitter. We need a leadoff hitter to start. I don't think Colt Keith is a leadoff hitter. I think more Torres as a leadoff hitter than Colt Keith. And we guys got to see what McGonigal does when he comes up. So it's just a lot that they have to work on as far as hitting. But I don't think it's enough. It may be enough to win a division possibly, but not to win a World Series. You know what I mean? So it could be enough for that. But then, as we saw last year, it wasn't enough to win a division. And that was one of the issues, was we didn't have enough hitting. We didn't score enough runs. So I don't think, and then if we going against good teams, we have to have good hitting. Like we go against the Dodgers and teams like that. Even though they went against them last year, they held their own. But I think that's what started things last year, is when that Dodger series, it made them grow up faster. So we have to, and we know that they need enough. They don't have enough hitting, and they have to work on that. But I think it starts with having a leadoff hitter. They have to get a good leadoff hitter to set the tone, and that's where everything starts.
Rich.
Yeah, I mean, I've been saying for years now, they don't have enough right-handed hitting. I mean, even all our top prospects are all left-handers. I mean, this team is just full of left-handed hitting. And, you know, I had to disagree with you, Breed. I think Colt Keith is a good leadoff hitter. I think he walks. I think he did his best when he, like if you compare years 1 to 2, he walked 13 more times last year and struck out 8 times less. More than you could say about our all-star.
Oh boy, here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
He's taking shots at him before the season even started.
I know, like, goddamn, get off.
No, I'm not, man. Fuck him. He needs to do better.
Man.
He's part of the reason the offense is doing bad. Like
Riley Green.
Riley, I can't hit with runners in scoring position. Green. Yup, that's his name. All that home run shit, that's freaking empty calories. What? Absolutely. Hell, I remember one game we were all watching, and we were doing in our chat, me, Chris, Rux, Day, and Mike. It was versus the Guardians. We were down in the 9th inning. We come and got the lead. We were up by like 4 runs by then. Mike said, watch, Riley's going to come up and hit a home run now. There's no pressure. Sure the fuck enough.
And that is facts. That is facts.
Yep. I remember it too.
I mean, your supposedly best hitter hit 260 with running and scoring position. That sucks.
You know what?
That's absolutely awful. And so since you want to defend your little baby boy, in 2 playoffs, In 66 plate appearances, he has 3 doubles, 1 homer, 3 RBIs, 4 walks, 14 strikeouts. He hit 212 last year in the playoffs, 231 the year before, 26% on base percentage. But that's your all-star, right? Man, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, his beard was itchy. That's why his beard was itchy. That's why he couldn't hit the good. It was his beard.
He's allergic to hitting with runners in scoring position.
He turned the whole topic into a Riley Green roast. This is crazy.
That's this man's over here, and I'm shutting that shit down. He's got to prove to me.
I want to touch on a comment I saw on there about somebody said that Zach McKinstry should be our leadoff hitter. I don't think he should be a leadoff hitter. He should be somewhere in the middle of the lineup.
Yeah, he feeds off.
See, I disagree with that, the leadoff hitter, and I disagree with you too. He should be a utility guy. You sounded like AJ Hinch now. Everybody talk about a third baseman. We got an all-star. Like, really?
That's what I was just about to say, Rich. You beat me to it. That's AJ Hinch right there, man. Hyping them players up that. Man.
And I like him. I debated Mike and Chris 2 years ago saying we didn't need to get rid of him because the valuability is. So I want him on my team. I just don't want him as a everyday starter.
Yeah. And that's the thing about this team. They got a lot of utility players. They do. They have Winslow Perez. They got McKinstry. They got Jahmai Jones. They got a lot of guys that's utility players.
Oh, you're talking about Jahmai Jones who pinch hit for your all-star. That's who.
That's the problem with this team and this topic. See, Rich is singling out one player, but the problem with this team and this topic is we have too many utility guys playing every day or playing damn near every other day. It's too many of them. Like, as a utility player, you're supposed to be using spots, not every day. Like, we need to get more everyday professional level hitting players. And it's been a couple contracts out here that these players haven't even been getting paid much as a hitter. We could have brought them in here to Detroit.
Yeah.
I want to see Kerry Carpenter get more at bats versus left-handed pitching.
You mean Kerry Bonds?
I mean, you give him to Riley Green, and he sucks. It wasn't until the end of the year that he started getting pinch hit for.
You're only picking on Riley Green. It's way more better than just Riley Green.
Man, goodness, man. Go to the next topic. Go to the next topic. Are you not
listening to what I said? I said I want to see him Kerry Bonds get more at-bats against left-hand. And then I said, you're giving them to him, and he sucks. So why not? Because you don't know what you got if you're not putting him out there.
He ain't getting Riley Green a chance, bro. Riley Green ain't got one at-bat. And he ain't even got one spring training at-bat he getting shitted on for last year.
And long as George Kirby pitching, he could get a home run every time.
Yeah,
Kerry Bonds. Oh yeah, that's like sick. He's 6 for 10 with like 5. Or it's ridiculous, dude. Hey, Kerry Bonds' eyes get like that, and Kirby starts shitting his damn pants.
Sure do.
All right, let's get to the next topic, man. Have the front office done enough this offseason? I'm going to start with you, Rich. Your thoughts.
Well, for one,
share the liquor with us, man. Good God. You stink.
Yeah, put the bottle down. Damn.
God.
Bro, this
is a glass, man.
We know what it say on the outside. We know what's in the inside, bro.
Yeah, it's spit. You don't want none of this, trust me.
Nah, we didn't even need to know all that.
Nah,
hey, y'all gonna put it out there. I'm gonna tell you what it is, though. You know what I'm saying?
That's a flavor.
Y'all don't start with me.
Go ahead, Rich.
Because you start it and I finish it.
Where's my glass, man?
That's the thing is the front office can only do what the owner allows him to do. You know, so the owner says you only got $50 million to spend. I mean, that's all you got to deal with. You got to do the best you can with that $50 million. Yeah. You know, if you're the Dodgers GM, shit, you can just write checks left and right. You know, You don't have to worry about them damn things bouncing. So, I mean, I think he's done as well as he can for what he's had, except the offense. They're relying too much on the guys we have. And me and Chris were just talking about this other night. Like, this whole lineup is a bunch of what ifs. No, like Chris said, I'll give him credit. Not one of these hitters has 3 years of solid back-to-back-to-back production. It's one here, one there, two here. I mean, there's nothing that you can say for 3 years that you know, just know what you got. But you know, it is what it is. You know, I do like the Kenley Jansen. You know, that get, you know, especially for the manager AJ Hinch is, you know, now this gives him 3 closers to work with. You know, he's a matchup guy. So, you know, if he feels one day that Jensen would be the better for the 9th, hell, he might want to use him in the 7th, whatever. You know, and it also works out that, you know, even though they're the closer, Vest, Finnegan, you know, Jensen, they know they can be used anywhere. And obviously they're cool with it, right? Finnegan came back, Jensen signed. So, I mean, it's not like we're making trades and they're getting forced into their roles. They know what their role is. They don't know what, you know, they know what they're going to do. And then the Valdez, right? Because before the Valdez signing, I had a D+. Now you probably at a C+ now. There's still no hitting. You know, you go get me one right-handed hitter, I don't even have a name for you, but that makes me
that's the problem.
get excited.
They all gone.
Exactly. You would have to trade. Yeah, I looked at that the other day, Mike, at the top 20 available hitters. There ain't no one. You can get Marcelo Zuna. That's it. But I still got it a C+ because I don't feel like we touched the hitting at all. We didn't.
Chris.
Yeah, I'm right there with Rich. I mean, the hitting's going to always be the be all end all when it comes to our front office. Like we don't pay. And the funny thing is that our biggest, like they talk about revenue streams and everything. Like the Dodgers have these additional revenue streams for TV deals and stuff like that, and that's great and everything. But why can't we kick money down the road like they do? Just at a smaller quantity. Like why can't we kick money down the road? Because nobody wants to pay for a player in the Tigers organization when they've been gone for like 5 years. That's probably why. We have the 3rd richest owner in baseball. Why aren't we paying? Why aren't we spending more? But yet we're only top 10. So I don't get it. Like we can talk about the weakness for 3 straight years, and then it ends up. Now, granted, we started out the gate last year really good. Like first half of the season, we were doing well, and then we start getting to the back end when it really counts and all that pressure. All of a sudden, all those young guys start to crumble, and even we just went through a very tough patch toward the end of the season, like the second half. We can't have the whole team not hitting. It can't happen like that. I get a couple of guys here and there, but not the whole team, and that's what took place. We just don't have the quality hitters, veterans that can take that pressure and still hit the ball.
When Javi, I swing at everything outside Baez is your best hitter with running and scoring position, I believe that's a problem.
It is.
He was your best hitter in the playoff. I mean, he had a great year last year. So, I mean, I kind of give him, but can he, can he do it again? But,
Yep.
You know, he hasn't had, like I was saying what Chris said, there's no back-to-backs with these guys.
If you take all the Tigers, all the players in the Tigers right now, and you the ones that have played for the Tigers, and you look at their previous seasons, they're up and down. They're all over the place. It's like throwing darts at a dartboard. You can't go like that guy is very consistent. No, he had a good year this year. bad year last year. The previous year he had a good year. Like you can't. It's like up and down, up and down, up and down all around. So it's a crapshoot this year. Who's going to be good? Who's going to? I don't know. I can't tell you.
Yeah, I thought Javi had a good year last year. I just don't think he should have started. That's my thing.
Yeah.
I don't think he should have started. I think I could think of like 2 or 3 center fielders that should have started before he did. I can think of Byron Buxton. I can think of Joe Adele.
So what's your thoughts on the front office? Have they done enough this year offseason?
I don't think it's more of just what they've done in the offseason. I think it's more of who can stay healthy this season. That's my question. More. But I think we just going to have to see as the games play. We'll have to see how much, the moves. I mean, I do like the moves. It's just, can they stay healthy? And the guys that's already on this team, can they stay healthy? That's my thing. The pitching staff, the hits. If guys like, Matt Vierling, can he do something? Can he stay healthy? It's my thing is just more about this team just staying healthy. It's not just more of just the offseason moves. It's just if this team can stay healthy. That's my thing. Pitching staff, hitting, everything. That's my thing on that.
Mike.
Yeah, I was neutral. All we did before the Valdez signing was basically bring back a couple guys, which I mean, some people look at it and say that's nothing, but I mean, if we would have let those guys walk and go elsewhere, we would have been even worse. So I'd start off neutral by giving them a C, maybe C minus if you want to give it a plus or minus. But with the signing of us having our 1-2 punch now, then I'll upgrade it to a B. But still, it's going to come down to the hitting at the end of the day. We can have the best pitching in the world, but as we saw last year in the playoffs with us going 2,000 innings, like when you don't get another hit, that's it. So I got to go with a B. I'll bump it up to a B, but still the hitting, man, we still got to see what's going on there. And like the guys touched on it in these last few segments, like we don't have proven track record on guys. We don't have that, and we're not even asking for no 5 years or plus, like Chris and Rich were saying. 3 years. Do you have a proven record with multiple batters that's going to be in your daily lineup of a 3-year period where they've been successfully hitting major league pitching? No, we do not. So that's going to be a big question until they prove it. Otherwise, I'm staying with a B.
See, that's the thing. I've seen Sky's comment about we need some people to move up, and that's true. But then again, it's just what I was saying. Me and Chris were talking about.
They're unknown. They're unknown variables.
Yep.
Yeah, that adds to the what ifs. I mean, they're rookies. You're really going to go on a World Series run depending on rookies?
I've been pushing on this show last offseason and this offseason that we need quality major league veteran hitters. When they're not doing it, they're going with what they want to do, and it didn't work out for them last year, and we'll yet to see how it works out for them this season.
It didn't work out 2 years in a row, Mike.
Well, the first year, I mean, I'd give a pass for the first year. The first year, I mean, it was out of nowhere. Like, we weren't even supposed to be in the playoffs. So
that's true.
But going in the last offseason, I felt like they should have added to that. And same thing with this offseason. After you lose a game like that and you don't get to there, you got to add more, and they just will not do it. Like I said, with the Valdez signing, came out of nowhere. None of us were expecting that at all. But the same thing, I wish we could have at least got one major league quality hitter.
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna take it a step further. We really wasn't even supposed to make the playoffs that year. If it wasn't for the Astros choking, we wouldn't even made the playoffs.
Yeah,
we wouldn't have looked at it like that too.
But I pull this from Andrew up. I don't get his comment here.
No, he basically saying if it's not just one thing. It's like when a team has so many holes to fill.
But they didn't address any of them.
But the thing is, that's why I don't get his, or unless he's talking about somebody specific, because all I'm asking for is one hitter. They could have got one quality hitter this offseason. I'm not asking for them to plug every hole. I want the young players to continue to play, but in order for the young players to succeed, I think you also have to give them quality veterans. Now, Torres,
not go get one hitter. One.
getting Torres last offseason, none of us wanted that to be the only veteran hitter that they got, but it wound up working out for him. Why don't you add another veteran quality hitter? That's all we're asking for. We don't want you to plug all the holes and stop guys from developing, but you can't say you don't want to stop. You don't want to pause guys' development or whatnot when they continuously are out there failing. So it can't be one way or the other. You got to add some quality vets in there and mix with these kids. You have to.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Completely agree. All right, let's get to the next topic, Joe. Our man, Javi Baez, suspended from the 2006 World Classic for smoking marijuana. Like, I guess it's illegal over there in Puerto Rico. What was you saying, Chris?
So I'll make it short because we kind of was gonna like eliminate this topic, but it's real quick. He didn't pop this year. He popped in 2023, March of 2023. But it comes with a 2-year sentence. How they figure 2 years is 24 to 26, I do not know, because that's actually a 3-year span, not a 2-year span. But that's when he popped. He popped in 2023. So, as we always say, it is what it is. And it doesn't affect Major League Baseball because there's no marijuana policy against smoking weed in baseball. Because I looked it up to make sure.
Sure. Thanks for the update. All right, it's our last topic. Chris, starting with you. Do the Tigers have the best pitching rotation in baseball?
I think they're up there. I wouldn't necessarily say they're one. I do believe like the Dodgers have a pretty good lineup themselves, but it'll all depend on how our back of our rotation is, though. Like how that forms out. Will Casey Mize have another good? Like will he come back with another good season like he did last year? Who knows? Will Reese Olson recover from his injuries? Who knows? Will Jack Flaherty be the Jack Flaherty of last year, or will he be the Jack Flaherty that we had when we first signed him and he had an amazing season? Who knows? Too much, but it's real close.
Great.
No, I don't. They don't even have the best. They don't even have the best pitcher rotation in the American League.
Oh, you don't think so?
Seattle? No. I can think of a couple. I can think of a couple teams that is better than them. I could think of the
that's what I was going to say, Andrew, is Mariners.
Yeah, Blue Jays, Mariners. I can think of a couple teams. So, no, I don't think they have the best pitcher rotation in baseball. But we'll just got to see how this season goes and see how they do go. They could possibly work their way up to that, but I don't think they are coming into this season. It's just can't say that. Just not. Even with the Valdez sign, I just really don't see it because, you know, they have a tendency on these pitchers that they just can't stay healthy. So we'll just see. They might not even have the best rotation in their division. Just saying.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, but it didn't help.
I'm taking them over the Blue Jays. I wouldn't take them over the Dodgers. Dodgers have 8 Major League Baseball level starters, all proven. So they ain't better than the Dodgers. I would give the best to. Because I mean they got about at least 3-4 aces on their staff alone. They got Yamamoto, Snell, Glass now, and Ohtani.
Hey, until they win the division, I think otherwise.
But Seattle, they got a formidable rotation. Unless Kirby faces Detroit, then he looks like a AAA starter.
Yeah.
But no, I mean it's definitely top 5. And that 1-2 punch. But again, it's Mize. Mize, he's only had one good year, really. Where he was able to stay formally healthy and pitch well. But the thing about Mize is he don't get you deep in ball games. That's one thing he's got to get better at. Jack Flaherty, man, he'll be mowing along And then the fourth inning hits, and all hell breaks loose. And if he gets past that hump, then come the sixth inning. It's that's the only thing about this team, man. There's just a lot of what ifs. There's not a lot just to hang your hat on. I mean, they're not a terrible team. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not comfortable saying this is a World Series contending team. It's just my opinion.
Mike.
No, it's not the best in baseball. It's top 5 to 10 right now. I will say it is definitely the best in the American League Central. I don't think another American League Central squad you can say on paper right now has a better rotation than us. And that was even before we added Valdez. I think that would have been really shaky there. But I will say you already have rotations that they've already discussed that's already been together for years, or at least 1 year with the Dodgers. And then the Mariners, they've always had pitching. Their problem was always ours, which is hitting. But even the Red Sox, like, they improved their pitching rotation this year too, so that's going to be a good rotation to watch. But I would give us top 5 to 10 right now. Do they have the ability to improve? Yes, but man, it's great sliding Flaherty and Mize to 3 and 4. That's phenomenal. So we don't have to debate who's going to be the number 2 in the playoffs right now between Flaherty and Mize and Uncle Charlie, who didn't even make the damn playoff roster.
Uncle Charlie, I forgot about him.
I was still like, I was floored when that was Rich was saying Uncle Charlie. I'm like, man, get out of here, man. But it is what it is. I think we're top 5 to 10, and hopefully they improve to be in that top 5. And if not 5, maybe they can get up to that 2, 3, maybe even 1.
All right. That's all we got for you today. I appreciate everybody coming out and watching. Before we had it here, do us a favor, make sure y'all go to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. We appreciate that. Let the panel know where y'all can find him at before we head out. Start with Mike. Let them know where they can find you at.
You can find me on X at @1pride_JR.
New Breed, Steve. Let them know where they can find you at.
New Breed, 313 Sports, 313 The New Breed, Real Talk, all platforms.
Sure. Rich.
Find me on X at Riggs928.
And Chris.
Yep, you can find me on X at Crazy Hockey Fan.
Yes, sir. Like I said, do us a favor, man. Hit that subscribe button. It's the Central Crown off-season updates. Ready for the season to start. Breed, I'm with you, man. Do seem like the season just ended, man. But to start back up again. So, hey, let's get some Tigers baseball. With that said, man, do us a favor, hit that subscribe button, and we out.